It's really good to see the wholesomeness, because there's kind of this argument as to, is the human race, naturally good or naturally kind of selfish, and people argue about it all the time. And then it's like, well, let's take a look at places where things really went sideways and things got really tough really fast. And what did people do? I find it very interesting when people are suddenly faced with very great adversity and the risk of death, and it's like, you don't have an easy life anymore, even if it wasn't particularly easy to begin with. Now people are dying. And it's very heartening to see people come together and decide they're going to try and help each other, especially without having to have like strong leaders urging people. And it seems like everybody just suddenly, they were in shock for a while, which is to be expected, especially among a civilian population. You have bombs dropping on you, you're seeing people die. So yeah, I can understand the whole shock thing, but then to be able to see all of these people just suddenly kind of, that's it, we need to do this, and these are things that need to be done, and just see people get to work to help each other, it's very inspiring.
Yeah, it's also we kind of have this experience already, because Maidan was kind of like that. So it was very like spontaneous. It was very no central, like pretty much anything, just people going out of their own accord and helping each other out, especially like on the square, which Maidan, by the way, is literally the word for square, where people gather. So they would be like in Kyiv, for example, they would be like cooking food for each other, looking for each other. People would bring like warmer clothing to people to make them, for example, we had like people who would not actually participate like in revolution, right? But they would, after work, after like 10-hour shifts or something like that, they will just come around and they will bring like food, warm clothing for the people who were standing there. So, this was like kind of like already an experience of people working each other and people trying to, this revolution for me was the first time in my life that I actually felt like I guess you could say that we're a full-on a nation. So we have like some unity and we have like something we believe in, and we had like major disagreements with people there. So like politically, people wanted different things. Some even did not want to go to European Union. Some thought like Europe sucks, we don't need them. Some thought like no, we really need the European Union. Some people like NATO sucks. Some people like no, NATO doesn't suck. So it was very like much. Some people like we should still remain like friendly with Russia. Others were like, are you nuts? It was very, very big disagreements, but people still kind of like were looking after each other, defending each other and protecting each other, because the greater goal was more important, and the greater goal was preservation of our freedom and democracy, and this is something that we all shared despite our like differences of opinion or like ideology or like a political affiliation. And this really helped us. It helped us to survive that horrible winter. And at the same time, it was horrible and beautiful, horrible because people were killed. And the struggle was very hard, but beautiful because just how wholesome, I guess, is the word, it was to see people stand up for each other and being like guarding each other's backs and just helping each other out. And so this similar feeling I felt after February 24 invasion, because I just magnified to insane degree compared to revolution. So I kind of like expected Ukrainians not to suck and to look after each other, because I knew they can. I already seen it before. I wanted them to repeat that miracle, and they kind of did. And this is just it is. War, I think, definitely shows the worst of humanity, but it also showed the best. Which was how Ukrainian people handled it and continue to handle it.